A clash over who should lead Iowa's largest agency is brewing on the Senate floor.
The governor's pick to lead the Department of Health and Human Services failed to pass the Senate vote yesterday. Larry Johnson's pictured here. KCCI's Pepper Papura joins us now to explain why and what happens next. Pepper?
And lawmakers on both sides agree finding the leader of this agency is critical, but they disagree sharply on whether Larry Johnson should be the one at its helm. Republicans say he's a qualified candidate, but Democrats claim since he took over HHS, they've been denied critical information and details about the safety of children in the foster care system.
That's a shame. That's a neglect to the children that we're entrusted to take care of.
He has served this state faithfully under two different governors.
Two competing views played out on the Senate floor Tuesday evening. Lawmakers debated whether to confirm HHS Director Larry Johnson. Senate Democrats claim Johnson has withheld critical information about the department since taking over as director last October.
We as a body, as a chamber, should not be put in the position of having to decide and to vote on bills when we cannot get the fiscal information that we need.
So all 16 Democrats voted no, preventing the needed 2/3 approval to pass.
My colleagues and I concluded that we just did not have confidence in Mr. Johnson.
Republicans pushed back, pointing to Johnson's record in state government, including serving as Iowa's state public defender and later leading the Department of Inspections and Appeals before taking over HHS.
Larry Johnson is exactly the type of public servant that this body should confirm.
David Oman was chief of staff to Governors Robert D. Ray and Terry Branstad. He says moments like this can happen late in a legislative session.
Tempers get short, and they're probably ready to go home, and this may have bubbled up at the wrong time for some people.
But he says typically lawmakers defer to the governor's authority to choose agency leaders and confirm those appointments.
Most of the time, Republicans and Democrats agree that they're in charge of the legislative branch. The governor's in charge of the executive branch and gets to appoint the men and women who he or she thinks can best do the job.
And Governor Kim Reynolds is criticizing the decision as well, saying in a statement yesterday, "I am disgusted that Senate Democrats voted against his confirmation for purely political reasons." Under Iowa law, Johnson can stay in the role for up to 60 days while the governor decides whether to seek another vote, appoint an interim, or choose a new nominee. Stacey.
Pepper, thank you.